Welcome to my trading review of Thursday the 16th of April, New York AM session. So today there's no red news, and I had a look on the daily chart and I could see that we had a huge rally with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive bullish days, not a single pullback on the daily chart. Lots of liquidity taken. Targets the upside, but still markets had such a big rally that I was thinking, surely it's got to come off soon. So here I say, yeah, about the 8 bullish days in a row. It's very close to swing highs. It might take its highs, or it might just leave that high there, leave this high just below and come off, and leave this for liquidity later on to come back to. On the 10-minute chart, we could see that there's a few things going on. We had a unicorn or a head and shoulders, high, low, higher, high, lower, low, market structure shift up into this bearish gap here and coming off. On the way down, this is a bearish balanced price range. There were, on the 30 minutes, there was a bullish fair value gap here and a bearish fair value gap here. That's a balanced price range. It means this fair value gap is powerful, which it was. There was an hourly fair value gap here that was bullish. The market bounced off it once, twice, disrespected it, and then used it as resistance, which again is bearish. And there was a 1 hour and a 30-minute gap here that was holding, with this big gap below that could have been a draw. And that's what I say here. And this is the plan. So my plan was that London low here is very likely to get hit. Also, there's London high up here as well, so that's also quite likely to get hit. My thought was it would go up to London high first, then down to London low, but I was looking for order flow to either of these to jump in on. So after market had started, on the 5-minute chart here, you can see that it came back up to the balanced price range, just kissed it and got sent away again. It took London low as I predicted, and I said there's less chance of it coming up again to get London high, as this balanced price range is holding. So the chance of it coming up to get London high, this has already done its job, it seemed. And now I'm going to do something unusual. I'm going to go to my trading view chart to show you how the day developed. So I set out on the 32nd between 9 AM and 9:42. I like to get the market profile tool and just, I've got it set so it shows me the highest average price, the lowest average price, and the control price. And then from that, I find a candle that is most in the middle and furthest back. So there's this one here for the low, and this one here for the high. So these are my two ranges to keep an eye on. Market came up, it kissed the balanced price range again on open, then it came down, took London low. It was below the average VWAP line, so that's bearish. And then it started just wicking into this fair value gap here, which is interesting, is bearish. And the fair value gap continuation model says that if a candle comes in and wicks into the gap like it did here, and then the next candle closes below it in this example, that's a bearish entry, and you want to look to take draws to the downside, which would be this gap here. So that was a potential entry here. You could have just got short here, put your stop there, and then put your take profit here, and that would have worked. And on the 30-second, it was a bit keener. You can do it on either time frame. That's the gap there, that's the 30-second gap there. Market came into the gap and then closed below here, so you would have been getting short there. Stop above, profit down here, again would have worked. So the market profile top box here, where price had come up and not closed above, that was bearish, and it was being enforced by this VWAP here that I just discussed. This was the lower one here, which was holding. You can see there's wicks into it. Then we got a close below the middle line, and then a close below the box altogether, which is confirmation. When this was happening, I was looking and thinking, John, just get short. Like, how much more confirmation do you need? But I hesitated. That would have been an awesome trade. Like, that'd have been brilliant. So I saw that happening. I saw that I should have done it, and I didn't do it. But anyway, let's go through the bars. So I was watching this, and then on one of these bars, I actually went long because I thought it wouldn't surprise me if market comes up around here first, around this area, and then goes to take these lows. So I went long. I set my stop very close. I think it was about here actually. Went long. Stopped my stop too close, and I got stopped out. I think it's there actually. I got stopped out, but I was right to go long. But anyway, and then I was looking at this again, seeing us wick into it, seeing the VWAP line there, and then I was just looking for some kind of short. Yeah, I saw it come above here, and I was looking for it to come back off. Which it did do, and I did quite well at that trade. I thought it'd go down here, but it only went to the midpoint. It went to equilibrium pretty much of this leg, which it can do, and you've got to look out for that. So I got out most of my position, and I was up $200, which is not bad, because I made a loss here. And then I was thinking, okay, it might come up and take this high and then come off, and then it got quite interesting because I was observing this, market came up and just got into it, got sent away again, but not massively. Then it closed above here, closed above the midline, which I found quite interesting. I was thinking, is it just going to try and take these highs here and come off, or is this more serious? So then it did actually. Then I got caught up in this mess. I actually overtraded and lost my account today. It was a $400 loss, so it wasn't like the hugest day loss, but that was enough to finish the account off. Then it got interesting. So market closed above this box. So when that happens, I like to change this into a green box to show that it is now support rather than resistance. So this is a clue that market could go higher. Then it took this buy side here, but it's closing well above this now, which is bullish. It left this fair value gap here, so I had my eye on that. On here, we had dipped into it and closed above, so that was actually an entry there. Even though it's past 10:15, there was still 6 AM high and low to get. So I was looking to see which one it would get. That's an entry there. Market dipped in here to this fair value gap. This fair value gap then became invalid because we closed below. Came into this one, back into this one. So on this one's now invalid. So if you'd gone long there, you would have got stopped out. But on here, there's a setup forming here. That's your entry there, close above. We're looking to get at least here, if not this 9:30 opening range high or the 6 AM high there. So I was getting chopped around. I actually tried to go long here, but of course I had no size left because I lost my count. But then we just absolutely take off, get that buy side smack. And then we come up to take 9:30 high, 6 AM high, and London high. So yeah, it was interesting day today because I saw this trade happen. I could predict it, and then I saw this trade happen. I could have predicted that as well. Nice entry there, but unfortunately I got chopped up in this. Also, I got long here thinking it would come up to here. That wasn't really wasn't enough. I shouldn't have gone long there. I should have gone short there as I thought I had. Going short here was not a bad plan either. But yeah, I should have gone long here really. But yeah, I'm rambling now, and this one's going to be one of my longest videos, so I'm going to stop. My account is now blown, so I have to buy a new one probably on Monday, and start from there. And I'll do a wrap up as well for this week to say about my best trades and my worst trades and how we're looking for next week. But that's it really. Interesting day today. I am getting better at reading price. I've just got to work through this next phase in my development. All right, that's it. I'll let you go. Cheers. Bye.